Yay! We got a hype train. Hello. Hi guys. YR, thank you so much for the tier 1. We were just looking at my starting screen in the other room. Royce is watching it with Catherine on the TV, and he goes, "Whoa! Look at this! Look at the balls going through the portals! Look at." I'm like, "Have you never watched the Star? Have you never seen these things?" He's like, "Oh, the Tamagotchis are new." I'm like, "No, the Tamagotchis are not new." I'm like, and then I'm like pointing out the things that are actually new. And he's like, "Oh, I'm never here. I don't ever get to see the starting screen." I'm like, yeah, whatever. YR, thank you so much for the tier 1. Mike, thank you so much for the tier 1. Moose, thank you so much for the 100 bits to start the hype train. I know, right, YR? Shaking my head. Like, you put so much effort into those things. For him to just not pay attention to what's on there is just disgusting. For life, Chicken Dinner, thank you very much for the follow. Ghost Wolf, what's up? Arrow, hello. Hello. L ads. Oh no, are the ads playing? Yeah, I don't have an ad blocker. My bad. Okay, there's no ads right now. Hello, everybody. Kristen Cruick in her early 20s when she did Smallville. I was thinking about Victim's comment when I asked him, I said, why did you click on my stream? And he said, because you look like Kristen Cruick. And that's just what popped into my head before I started stream today. So I was like, you know what? Let's see how many people think I look like Kristen Cruick. Mayor Z, thank you so much for the tier 1, 12 months. That is a whole year of PCPatty. Thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. What did you think of our top streamers and emotes? I did not see a lot of what's it called? You guys, there were not a lot of recaps. I see Ghost Wolf's. And I see Jeff's, but that's it. But I'm glad that I was your top streamer. For a lot of people that I used to be a top streamer for them, I fell off their top streamer because I streamed a total of 420 hours this year. Yeah, no, I know. That's not a me. That's a me problem, not a you guys problem. Hi, streamer. What did you think of the new song by Brian, I Prevail? You know what, Royce, with 5 underscores, I'm so glad you asked because that's such a great question. We're definitely going to have to listen to it today. Probably like 6 or 7 times. Because that's what I like to do, is I like to find a song and then listen to it, repetitively. So we're definitely going to have to listen to that. And yes, I did update Royce's game while he was at work today. I did. Victim, proof I never miss. So I didn't have that. I didn't have a watch streak thing in my channel. I didn't know that I was not part of that beta. Hey, there's only 2 things I like here. If you're talking about my boobs, thanks. I've got milkers for a very small amount of time in my life. So, thanks for noticing. You didn't have it until TwitchCon. Oh, alright. Oh my gosh, so I've streamed 10 times since TwitchCon. TwitchCon was the end of October. I've streamed 10 times since then. Oh my gosh. Oh, we gotta get back on the streaming train. We have 25 seconds left to extend this hype train. Any other resubs? Any other resubs? PCPat Peep, resubs? Gifted subs, biddies, anything? You stream like 6 times a month in general. I know, but it's hard for me to like wrap my brain around that I have only streamed 10 times since TwitchCon. I feel like it's been more than that. But it hasn't. When you update the COD, you can remove the Blops 6 to save space if you need it. The campaign? Yeah, you changed. I know, I changed. For real. I changed. Oh, hey, it's a new month. We got a new month. Moose is our first person on the monthly leaderboard. Poggers. You're a beautiful and a gorgeous streamer. Oh, thank you so much. That's very nice of you to say. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it. So, let's see. There are some things that happened this week in the world that, we got some tea. We got some tea to talk about. Lots of tea. Handful of hot piping hot tea to discuss. I guess there's really not that many things, but I mean, there are a couple things. So first of all, let's see. Personal things. Let's talk about my week, right? Because nobody cares, right? So we'll talk about my week first, and then once people actually start coming into the stream, then we'll talk about the juicy stuff, right? So my week. Let's see. What was my week? This week was. Also, you guys, look, I'm able to wear my ring again because I finally am not so fat. Keep them bouncing. He's talking about my boobs. Wow, that's I mean, iconic. For someone who's been flat chested their entire life, I just want to thank Catherine for breastfeeding and making me the woman that I've always dreamt that I could be. So thank you, Catherine. You are such a blessing. So let's see this week. What did we do this week? I'm able to wear it again because since probably my second trimester of my pregnancy, I was too fat to wear it. It would get stuck in my finger. And I'm finally skinny enough to wear it again. So, and like, this is the most expensive thing that I own. I mean, I guess besides my car. But I don't even own my car yet. I'm still paying my car off. So this is the most expensive thing that I own. So, like, I want to wear it. I mean, look at this rock. She's a stunner. If your finger does start to swell, take it off right away. You don't want them to have to cut it. Oh, gosh. That's why I stopped wearing it when I was pregnant. Because I was like, if it got stuck on me and they had to cut it in the hospital, I would have been so heartbroken. Because this ring is gorgeous. Technically, you own 50% of it. I mean, I guess. But no, I think I own 100% of it, and Royce also owns 100% of it. What's mine is his, and what's his is mine. Because we're going to be together forever, and ever, and ever, and ever, and never, ever, ever separate until death do us part. So, yeah. So, my week. Let's see. What did we get up to this week? What was this week? I don't even remember. What was this past week? What did we do? Let's see. Oh, we had a huge snowstorm. That's why I can't remember, because I have not left the house since, like, Monday. We had a huge snowstorm, and I haven't left the house since then because I don't have snow tires, so I'm like, I'm not going to risk it now, but especially now that I have a baby, I'm not going to risk it, so, oh, thank you so much for the paragraph about Lana Lang, yes. Kristen Gray. They said it's going to last for weeks. What, more snow? I heard that I was getting... Reminding you about food. Thank you. Yes, I have to go stir it. I don't know if you want to try it. I have to stir it and make sure it doesn't get crusty, and then I will also try it again. Yes. Thank you. Howdy. What up, Snids? Royce told me that he went and got, Mike, unban him. Unban Snids right now. I'm trying to talk to Snids. Thank you. Royce told me that you guys went and got Mexican on Saturday. After I called him out for not inviting you out. He came home and he was very defensive about it too. He's like, I did invite Danny out. I told his brother to invite him. And I'm like, well, that's not the same as inviting him yourself. So, the Mexican place is good, can confirm. I hate Mexican. I wonder if they went to the same Mexican place that I went with them. Actually, I think I've been to 2 Mexican restaurants with his family. For some reason, they really like Mexican. I hate Mexican food. I hate Mexican food. Let me just make sure I finish that sentence so there's no, misunderstanding. I hate Mexican food. And I feel bad, but Danny said he wouldn't have gone. Did Danny actually say that? Hey, Patty, I think you were pregnant. Did you give birth? I did. I did give birth. I gave birth in May. I was pregnant. I was pregnant for 9 months, and I gave birth in May. I got pregnant on August 22nd, and I gave birth on May 17th. I like steak and shrimp fajitas. It's what I order every time. I just don't like anything about Mexican food. Like, the only Mexican food I like is tacos, and I don't even really like Mexican tacos. I'm like a Americanized taco type of person. Okay, yeah, so I guess I really didn't do much this week. I will say, though, that crib training has gone... Okay, so sometimes it goes really well, and sometimes it goes really, really not well. But that's because she's teething, and so she feels bad. Her teeth are hurting her. So sometimes it's a real struggle to get her down and then some. Like today was a dream. Today was great. She went down both times for both of her naps in 5 minutes. It was great. No issues. And then like tomorrow, because it's normally one good day and then one really bad day, she's gonna fight me so hard. So we are, we're getting there. We're figuring it out. Nivius, hello. I thought you were 9.5 months. I mean, technically speaking, yes. Technically speaking, it's like 10 months. If Chase said Roy said to come, I would have been like, he's probably only in town for a short bit. I'll come. See? Congratulations, is the baby a beautiful girl or boy? She is a beautiful little girl. Her name is Catherine. She is 6.5 months old and is becoming very wiggly. She is about ready to crawl. I think that she will definitely be crawling by Christmas. So we have a baby gate. We have a baby playpen to keep her locked in so that I, can still do things and not worry, because our house is absolutely not baby proofed whatsoever. So she basically just has to be locked in like a container. So she's got a little baby playpen, and she's gonna be on the move very soon. Can y'all hurry up and get a boy? We need more for the COD squad. I don't control that. As we discussed last stream, it's the man's sperm that, determines. So take that up with Royce. Tell Royce that you need a boy for the COD squad. When I got to said place, I encountered Chase, and the first thing I said was, "Where is Danny?" Chase called Landon, and I got on the phone and told him to invite Danny. He fully denied it, by the way, Royce. He said, "You never said to text me." Royce, are you lying? Who's lying here? Someone's lying. I just don't know who it is. I told him to tell you, LOL, not text you. I'm not an owl! Royce told Landon, who told Chase, who told Danny, that Hagrid's looking for you. What? How could anyone follow that? Alright, I have to go stir the pot. I have to literally go stir the pot and make sure that my food is not getting crusty, and also taste it again. So, don't make me say it again. Hagrid's looking for you. So who's Kristen? I thought you were Patty. I'm Kristen Kruick, apparently. I'm gonna go stir it. I don't want it to burn. Hold on. Don't go anywhere, you guys. Don't go anywhere. Yo, Snids, nice 7-stream streak. Don't go anywhere, you guys. Now. It's done. Alright. Food is done. Food is done. Alright, so I made some chicken Alfredo. I don't want to get food in my hair. I made some chicken Alfredo. With chicken and broccoli. Wait a minute. I just said chicken Alfredo. I made chicken Alfredo with broccoli. I made an Alfredo sauce with some spaghetti. It's actually linguine and some broccoli. It's very good. It's a little bit different than how I usually make it because I didn't have any penny pasta, so I had to use spaghetti. And I was real nervous about how that was going to change it. It did influence it a little bit. I had to add a little bit more liquid than usual. And I had to add some more seasoning, but it's still good. Did you put some pepper or hot flakes on it? I did put some pepper in it, yes. The sauce is from scratch, correct. It is, the recipe, it's like a lot of dairy. It's a lot of dairy. R&B, hi R&B. It is cream cheese, chicken broth, milk. Well, I use milk because I don't like to use all the heavy cream that they say to use. Heavy cream, garlic, salt, pepper, butter, chicken, pasta, and then I like to put broccoli in it. She used White Girl Christmas seasoning. She added some pumpkin spice. No. No, I would not put pumpkin spice in my chicken Alfredo. Are you out of your mind, Victim? Victim, I am really... Oh, I forgot. Cheese. Yes, cheese. Lots of Parmesan cheese. So much dairy. The whole plate is dairy, essentially. Does it give me an upset tummy? Yes. Do I take some Tums? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. It's very yummy. I've never put bacon in it, but bacon might actually be fire in this. Also, hi R&B, thanks for checking in. How are you? I see pumpkin spice everything else during this season, so why not pumpkin spice Alfredo? Because I'm not out of my mind. I don't belong in a loony bin. Yummy. It really would be good. I think if I put some like red pepper flakes on this, that would really enhance the flavor. But does it need it? I don't think it needs it. Can't blame Jake for the smell if he's not in the room. I don't know if it'll hit me that fast, but it'll definitely mess me up for sure. It is yummy. Very yummy. Pancetta probs too. Isn't that another type? Isn't that like an Italian meat? Or is that a cheese? I feel like it's a meat. I just finished dinner myself. Fajitas with everything. What's everything? Onions, peppers. What else goes on fajitas? Cheese, lettuce. Also, sorry for eating in front of you guys, but this is my only chance to eat, so I'm gonna take the opportunity while I have it. Rice and beans? Who's putting rice and beans on a fajita? Ew. Okay, that's what I thought. Steak, chicken, shrimp, chorizo, veggies. Oh. Steak, chicken, shrimp, chorizo, veggies. Bro, that's a lot of protein on there. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of flavors you got going on. Hennessy, what's up? What's up? What's going on? All right, nice. That was good. I'm all done. Fire. Did a good job. You know what I'm making next? Because obviously we're not gonna have this for 4 days of leftovers. I looked it up. and then I closed the tab after buying everything that I needed for the recipe. So now I need to see if I can find it again. I think it was this one. Yeah, because I remember this is what the picture looked like. Yeah, this is it. So the next thing that I'm making, I am from Germany. Hello. I just made smothered chicken with jack cheese, onions, green peppers, and mushrooms with broccoli and garlic toast. That sounds good except for the peppers. Hate the peppers. Ugh, gross. Is it in history? I looked it up on my iPad. Do iPads have browser history? It's a great option because they cook and serve it hot off the grill and comes out sizzling hot. Yum. Oh wait, you went somewhere? You didn't make it yourself, R&B? With kids who eat, sleep, and shower on their schedule, going to the bathroom is going to get interrupted no matter what. Yes, I live my entire life around Catherine. Like, Catherine dictates my every moment in my life, essentially. So yes, that is true. I am making, this is my next thing, is going to be slow cooker Korean beef. The recipe calls for beef broth, reduced sodium soy sauce, which I have. I always get reduced sodium. Brown sugar, garlic, sesame oil, rice wine vinegar, grated ginger, sriracha, onion powder, pepper, boneless beef chuck roast, cornstarch, green onions, and sesame seeds. Family recipe. No, YR, because my family's not Korean. Family recipe? Agony! Oh my gosh, Agony, how fitting that you're here today because I did not get a chance to explain my goals yet. So let me explain my goal. Listen, normally my goals are like pay for my health insurance or buy a monitor so I can watch my baby or things like this. Okay, for today. So, you know what? You might think it's stupid, Mike, but today and today only, I will change it after today. I have one goal. They're the same thing. World of Warcraft. For a year-long subscription of World of Warcraft, it costs $155. Okay? And World of Warcraft now has player housing. And I want a house in WoW so bad. This is the one time my goal is something strictly for myself. Something silly that I want. That's what the goal is. Because the new WoW expansion is available for pre-order. And I just want a WoW house. That's all I want. Agony, thank you so much for the tier 3. Let's go! Where have you been, brother? Where have you been? What's new? What's going on in your life? I just started playing with housing. I want a WoW house so bad. I want a WoW house so bad. That's all I want. 3 people at $50 don't know each. We got this, chat. RMB, I don't know if we got this. I think that you overestimate how much people want to support me playing World of Warcraft. But, I mean, if we did hit that goal, I would be so overjoyed. Dude, it's been a ride? Like what? What's going on? OMG, it's my favorite streamer. Hi, Gamerly. Hello. Oh, one thing that did happen this week is everyone got their recaps, right? Everyone got their recaps. I got my recap. My top watch streamer was Reedtimmer, Storm Chaser Reedtimmer. My next top was Zach Roar, which is Asmongold. My next top was Mikey, like Mikey in the chat. My next was, who was number 4? Who was number 4? I don't remember who number 4 was. But then my last was Dubdot with 10 hours. Like I just did not watch Twitch at all this year. I was not lying when I said that I've spent basically 0 time on Twitch outside of when I'm actually live. Where is my, hold on, I want to find my recap. I want to see how many hours I had totally watched this year, because it was not a lot. It was very, very, very little. So you guys all probably got your recaps. Where is my recap? Where is my recap? Okay, my recap. Oh, Kit Boga was number 4. That's who it was. My recap was 36. My highest watched stream was Storm Chaser Reed Timmer, and I had 36 hours watched. Then I had Asmongold with 28, then Mikey with 22, then Kit Boga with 15, and then Dub Dot with 10. I spent like no time on Twitch this year. I didn't know PCPatty was such an avid Asmongold stan. I do enjoy a little bit of Zach Rohr, Asmongold in my life. So you mean you'll be playing WoW? If we hit the goal today, if we hit the donation or bit goal so that I can play WoW, then I will be playing WoW. But if we don't, then I cannot play WoW because I cannot spend $155 on WoW. Unless somebody gives it to me and says, Patty, this is for you to play WoW. My 4th and 5th top watch streamers had 3 hours of watch time. I watched one stream of theirs and they made my top 5. So you watched even less stream than I did. Sheesh. You were my number 2? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I need to go make dinner. Did you show your streamer? You got 9 top fans. They are randomly sorted each time you look. Did you show your streamer? I did not look at my streamer. Let's look at my streamer recap. I think it should just be in like my messages from Twitch or whatever. Your recap is here. Streamer recap. Let's see. I must have looked at it because that's how I knew how many. Okay, yeah. Okay, I saw this part, but I didn't look at the rest. I streamed 420 total hours. I streamed 107 streams. 107. I wish I had screenshots. I probably do somewhere of my years in the past, because I would love to know how many streams I did in years when I was like full-time streaming in comparison to this year. 107. My top stream reached was 904 viewers. That was literally like a couple days ago when I got rated. My top channel emo is PCPat Clap. My biggest fans: MA, Sabishi, Mike, Ghostwolf, Victim, Vex, Jeff, Thomas, and Smash. Sad, too bad MA's is gone. Who rated you? People who have never rated me again. Who did you raid? Dummy and Storm Chaser and Lady May. All right, yeah. I mean, I didn't do a lot. I just didn't stream a lot. I have a 515 hours watch across my top 5, and with the top one being PCPatty, 208 hours. Love that. Did Low not raid this year? Lovely Low has only raided me once, I believe, and it was way, 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 way back in the day when I first met her. Also, Low and I spent literally 24 hours straight texting each other recently. We were having like a philosophical debate because she reached out to me and she was like, I want to get your opinion on this based on your tweets. And I was like, okay, sure, let's talk about it. And we literally, like 24 hours straight, texting back and forth, having this crazy debate. It was so wild. We covered everything. We went all over the place. Hey, T-Bat, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Let's go. Thank you. So a lot of those hours were the last subathon. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they had to be. Yeah. I left the hot tub stream to say hi to you. How was that for dedication? Burns boys. I am honored. I am really honored that you did that. Let's see. I was going through some mental shit. Work was treating me like shit. My mom left my dad after 30 years of marriage. What? Me and the girl are still together. I quit my job because F them. I moved in with my dad to help him. He's 64 and was by himself. I live 2 hours away from my girl, and yet all this shit going down just had me very mentally stressed. So I went off social media and just kind of disappeared till I could recoup. Oh my gosh, Agony. But how's your cousin? How's your cousin doing? Has he been helpful in any of this? That friggin' guy? Thank you for making people smile. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that, like, so much. I don't even have the words to express how grateful I am that anybody still subs to my stream, so thank you. Mad Hatter, thanks for the follow. Did you girls come up with any answers? Well, it was very much so a philosophical, like, deep questions of the universe kind of conversation where there's not really like a yes or a no answer. It's like, this is what I think and this is what I think. And I said to her, I'm like, the only reason we're having this conversation is because you asked me. If you had not asked me, I never would have discussed this with you, FYI. And she was like, I know. So like, you can say whatever you want. And so we just had, it was just crazy. We just talked, we went all over the map, like meaning of life type of things. Like it was so everywhere. And at the end of it, we were like, all right, love you. I disagree with you, but love you. And that was that. And it was funny because I was like, it's so rare that I can get her to respond because she's always like, I'm in freaking this country. I'm in this country. I'm in this country. And while we were talking, she was like, oh yeah, I'm going this place at this point. And I'm like, my goodness. So the fact that I had her like undivided attention for an entire day was kind of insane. My total watch hours on the platform is a little higher than I want to admit. I guess so if I count all my hours, it's like less than 100 hours that I've watched stream. Patty Peeps, what is up, Chaos Rooster? Hello. No to title, she looks like you. Thanks. I don't know. She's older than me. So like she existed first, so I guess I look like her. I don't know. Master debating for 24 hours is crazy. It is crazy, but it was a very interesting conversation. So, but yeah, to summarize, I am still friends with Lo, and I do still talk to Lo, despite the fact that you guys don't ever see Lo anymore. I still get to talk to Lo. Sorry that you guys don't. She's just busy. She's a busy lady. Frank is cool. Frankie cool? Hello. Hello, miss. What's up? I do miss Smallville. I never watched Smallville, but it makes me sad that Tom Welling does not look like Tom Welling did years ago. Tom Welling looks much different now. And sad. Which of you is getting on the Whatever podcast first, sitting next to me? Dude, I actually reached out to the Whatever podcast a long time ago, and they were like, they gave me like dates, and I was like, yeah, no, that doesn't work. Never mind. Bye. Because I was 100% willing. I was like, yeah, I would go on that podcast. I would destroy these little prostitutes. Miss It Too, he looks different. He does look very different. So does Kristen Kruick. Apparently she streams on Twitch now. No way. Nuh-uh. How's the kid? She's fantastic. Thank you for asking. She's thriving. She is about ready to start crawling. She sits up like assisted. Like I have to help her sit up. She hasn't quite made it to the point where she can sit up yet, but she's getting there. And I can't believe that she's almost 7 months old. It's hard to even fathom that I gave birth to her 7 months ago. How things have changed. I'm so excited for her first Christmas. And yeah, she's great. Thank you for asking. They prefer to be called 304s, Patty. The prostitutes? No, I'm gonna call them prostitutes. That's what they are. They're prostitutes. So, you know, I don't like to use euphemisms. Let's just call it the way it is, you know? Let's call it how we see it. Right? Yeah. So that was my week. I really didn't do much. I've just been working on crib training and cleaning the house and and things like that. Things that happened this week. So first, this one is like not like important in the grand scheme of things, but if you guys have been here for a long time, you know that I have always said this. I have two favorite bands, and it depends on the day that you ask me which one I say is my favorite. And I would always say it's I Prevail and Breaking Benjamin. Well, friends, things have changed. Things have changed. I Prevail is no longer my favorite band. I Prevail is dead to me. I unfollowed them. I no longer support them. GG's to I Prevail. However, I Prevail's former lead singer who formed the band, he is making music now. And he made a cover because there's like a lot of drama here, and we don't really know what the drama is, but basically I think he got kicked out of the band. He got forced out of his own band, which is crazy. So I think he got kicked out of his own band, and so he is locked from, whether it's the record label or I Prevail, whoever is like controlling things, he can't release new music, his own music. So he was like preparing to release his original song, and then all of a sudden he had to take everything down, and he was like, I'm being blocked from releasing new music. What he is allowed to do though is release covers. And if you know anything about I Prevail, because I've talked about I Prevail got famous, like really big, because they did a cover of Blank Space by Taylor Swift. He made a cover of Look What You Made Me Do, and it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Dylan Bowman. Dude, Jeff, Royce and I have been joking. I'm like, I should just message Dylan and be like, yo, Dylan, what's the tea? Like, tell me what happened. Why'd you guys break up? And I'm like, he would block me so fast. He would block me faster than you could even press the block button if I did that. No. So here's the thing. He's the only one in the band who has a kid. He has also had to have multiple vocal surgeries. And my theory is that they pushed him out of the band because I feel like they felt like he was holding them back. Because of his vocal surgeries, they would constantly have to cancel shows. They weren't able to go on tours, like things like that. But like, he's the lead singer. They sound the way they do because of Brian. So like, I listened to the promo music for their album without Brian, and I'm like, this sucks. It sounds like every other screamo band that I don't care about. It's I don't care. So I unfollowed them because I'm like, I'm not gonna listen to your new album because without Brian it sucks. Whereas Brian, the reason I liked I Prevail so much was Brian's voice. And you guys, it's so good. You gotta listen to this cover. It's so good. I'm gonna play it. Just, listen in the background and just like, just enjoy the sound. Because it's fire. But in like full circle fashion, he is launching his like solo career with a Taylor Swift cover. So, and she likes Breaking Benjamin? Yes. So Breaking Benjamin is now officially my favorite band, uncontested. My two favorite bands were Breaking Ben and I Prevail, but now I Prevail is dead to me, and it's only Breaking Benjamin. So, no, T80, it's not. It's terrible. I don't like it. The reason I liked I Prevail so much was Brian's voice, because he doesn't sound like all the other like girly screamo bands, because I can't stand that sound, and I don't like all the screaming, and I felt like they were a really good balance of not so much screaming, like it was more Brian than it was Eric, and now I feel like it's much more Eric than it is anything else, and I'm like, I don't care. So I Prevail is dead to me. He is trying to blow up the same way as I Prevail by covering Taylor. I mean, it's his band. Like, it was like his idea to cover Taylor Swift. So I feel like it's very fitting. I feel like it's very fitting that he can't release new original music, T80. Because he's like locked behind whatever. I don't know if it's I Prevail, like I don't know. Also, hi Jeff, hello. Girly, super high pitched male singers are all the rage. Not to me. I can't stand that sound. It drives me nuts. His voice is not that unique. I love his voice. I like his voice a lot. I think that that's why I liked I Prevail so much, was Brian's voice. So wait, yeah, I'll show you like some parts of the video so you can get a better idea of the tea here, so you can understand what the tea is. Oh my, why is this window so big? Let's oh, because we were playing Words with Friends or whatever it's called. Words on stream. Look what you made me do. Look what you made me do. So, okay, so this was the song that he was going to release. It was called Phases, but he can't release it because of them, for whatever reason. Obviously, the zombie thing is like paying homage to Taylor Swift's Look What You Made Me Do. All of these things are like, look, see, okay, presented to Brian, blah, 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 copies of single blank space. So it was Brian's idea to cover blank space. This right here is the blank space music video, basically. But obviously, like 10 years later, okay? And then we have... All right, this is his vocal surgery thing. So it's all just like Easter eggs. I think this was the Bad Things music video for I Prevail. This was when they were nominated for a Grammy. I don't remember which music video was which, but they're all I Prevail music videos. And then this one is Warped Tour, their performance at Warped Tour, and it goes straight from this into him. That's the eagle for his eagle syndrome surgery. Like, it's all just Easter eggs of his history with I Prevail, and I don't know how you think it's horrendous. And then this is him taking everything away, leaving the band. The band leaves him. Bye, 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 bye. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's just so good. It's so good. If he is I Prevail, then why do they have the name? He clearly did something. No, I don't know what the legal. It's all like legal stuff with the record, is what I'm saying. Like, obviously, I don't know what the legal thing is behind how they get to keep I Prevail and he doesn't get to take I Prevail. But it's like, for example, Hollywood Undead, Deuce formed Hollywood Undead, and Deuce got kicked out of Hollywood Undead, and they got to keep Hollywood Undead. 3 Days Grace. Adam Gontier left 3 Days Grace. They got to keep 3 Days Grace. Like, I don't know what the legal jargon is, but the label likely owns the name. Yeah, probably. Deuce's solo shit sucks, though. I really like Story of a Snitch, but I've literally never listened to any of Deuce's other stuff. But I like Story of a Snitch. Here's a story of a snitch that knew so many years. Now I can't curse because my baby's listening. The label likely owns the name. Yes, yeah, I think I already read that. Royalties and greed usually do it to most of them. Yeah. He must have signed his voice rights away in perpetuity, even if he were to leave or be kicked out. Maybe thinking, kind of like, sometimes with marriage, obviously not my marriage, but with other people, they're like, oh, we're never going to get divorced. And then they get divorced and, you never thought that was going to happen. And GG's, it does. Not for me, though. That's not going to happen to me. I like your shirt. Oh my gosh, please go away. Wow, yeah, you're right. I have boobs. Thanks for spotting them. I don't trust nobody, and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. Sorry. Do you mean it? Are you is that a genuine apology? If you're genuinely apologizing, I'll give you a second shot. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. Maybe he'll be more creative, and in a year he might be allowed to have his own music. He had a song that he like had already written and produced and was ready to release it, and I guess he got blocked by the label, so he couldn't. And it was annoying because I had this stupid jingle stuck in my head for a long time. I would sing it to Catherine as I was changing her diaper. Anyway, the moral of the story is I Prevail no longer has Brian as the front runner, and so I am no longer listening to I Prevail because I think that they suck without him. So, GG's. I just came to say hi. Feels like forever. Hi, Nova. How are you? What's going on? It's been forever since I've seen a lot of people in the World of Tanks community in general because I just don't play World of Tanks anymore. So, it's been a minute since I've seen a lot of the Tanks community. Patty, what do you think of the Streamer Awards? If you didn't answer already, the Streamer Awards. I really don't know anything about the Streamer Awards, like other than the whole people calling it the Friends Awards, essentially, and just all of the awards going to the LA Friend Group. Which is obvious. Like this has happened year after year after year that they've done this. What is this, like their third or fourth year? And it's always the same people over and over again. And there's never ever. It isn't the Streamer Awards. It's not like the Everybody Streamer Awards. It's like you're a part of the friend group, and so you get nominated type of thing. You win an award because you're my homie. Once an artist gets blocked from their own creative control, the damage is already done behind the scenes. So how is he ever going to be able to release his own music? The In-Crowd Awards, yeah. The In-Crowd Awards is a good way of saying that, because that's just, you never see like actual streamers that, you've never heard of maybe getting an award for something, because it's all going to the same people over and over and over again. And then of course there's the conversation that happened about for example, Asmongold, still one of the most watched streamers ever on anything, right? On X, or on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick, and he was not nominated for anything, not like best just chatting streamer, blah 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 blah. And they're trying to say, she was trying to say that like his community just didn't show up and vote for him, and even if he did get nominated, they wouldn't come to the Streamer Awards and blah blah blah. And he's like, no, you're a liar. Just come out and say the truth, that this is because of sponsors. Like, you can't, I'm considered, like, we're considered troublesome, problematic, right? And so your sponsors will back out if you, so basically saying it's all rigged. It's all rigged. None of it is genuine or real, which, like, we already knew. We already knew that. If you're a streamer on the outside, if you're not part of the LA cool kids friend group, like, you already know that. Whoever cuts the biggest check gets the love. Yeah. There's a female/marginalized gender award. What kind of stupid ass female/marginalized gender? There's only 2 genders. What do you mean marginalized gender? There's just the 2. Stupid. I'm so tired of stupidity. I'm so tired of freaks. I really am. I can't even, I'm so tired of it. Like, get a grip. Get some help. Okay, other things. Damn it, I knew this was the year I should have identified as a flathead screwdriver. Then you'd be at the Streamer Awards! Can I like throw a hissy fit and be like, why is there not an award for, I don't know, best pregnant streamer? Because I streamed for how long when I was pregnant? Although it would probably go to that girl who gave birth on stream, which still is absurd. But like, why? Where's the like best pregnant streamer award? JP 69 months. Wow. Okay, JP, I'm not gonna lie. I was on Royce's computer to update his COD because I'm a fantastic wife. And I clicked on your your Discord messages with Royce because I was just like curious. I was just curious to see if you guys were like shit talking me. And I saw the last conversation was Royce was like, "Yo, you want to play?" And JP was like, "Yeah, get on." And Royce said, "Family's at a birthday party. You know what that means." And I'm like, bro. I asked him if he wanted to go to that birthday party with me, and he was like, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's all right. You can stay home. Like, you're gonna get home, you know, like you got work, you're gonna come right home, then have to go to the birthday party. Like, it's okay, you can stay home. Little did I know, he just wanted to stay home so he could play COD with JP. JP, you should have said no, go to the birthday party with your wife. That's right, exactly, R&B. That's right, that's wifey. Yep. Most were gaming related, but they were just chatting, ones that include ASMR and a few others. Yeah, I didn't like look at a lot of stuff. Hi, you can identify as a Chiefs fan. I would rather stub my ingrown toenail toe right now than identify as a Chiefs fan. And it hurts doing that, by the way. I got the one ingrown toenail removed, but I didn't get the other one removed. That's a lie. Have you ever had an ingrown toenail? It freaking hurts. It's also a black tie event. Are we doing custom ornaments this year? I did not have any plans on doing custom ornaments because I already put the ornaments up. Like I used the same ornaments and I took them all out the other day when I was decorating the stream and I was like looking at them and remembering. Yours is up there, and I was like, oh. I mean, okay, here's the reason, is because, you know, we don't get a lot of subs these days. Let's be real here, okay? So I'm like, I'm gonna end up saying, oh, okay, 5 or 10 subs for, you know, an ornament or whatever, and then I'm gonna have a whole bunch of extra ornaments with, you know, no names on them, and not up on the tree. I thought about it. I can prove it. I can prove that I thought about it because they're right here. They're literally right here. Hooks and ornaments. And I was like, oh, we'll put more names on the tree. But then I was like, who's gonna give subs? Who's gonna give subs? I don't know. No one. See? I got ornaments right here. I thought about it. Snyder Tiger, thank you so much for the tier 1. Thank you. You guys want some ornaments? 5 subs. 5 subs for an ornament. And your name will go on the tree. Snyder Tiger, thank you so much. Despite this rare gem being hard to find online, even if you were a hedgehog and somebody ditches a party. Wait, what? What did you just say? Despite this rare gem being harder to find online, even if you were a hedgehog and somebody ditches a party. I feel like I'm stoned or something. What does a hedgehog have to do with the party? Harder to find online? I'm right here. Where else are you trying to find me? I've got Instagram, I've got Twitter, I've got Twitch. That's all you need. Uh-oh, she's back in class. I'm in the back of class, I'm on my laptop, I'm playing Sims, I'm stoned. What are we saying? What's the lesson here? What lesson plan is this? Get the markers? Alright, I'm getting the markers out. R&B. I do hope you drop like 1,000 subs like you did in Lovely Low's stream. I'm ready to write every single one of these ornaments. I'm ready to put your name on it. This S tier riddle better come with subs. Yeah, T-Bat, where are your subs? Making me try to figure that out. I actually have to find like a Sharpie because I feel like maybe the red will mark. If he does, do we get counted for the 1,000? Yes. Yeah, Ghost Wolf. I told you guys, if we got back up to 1,000 subs, I would go back to like, not full-time streaming, but I would do much more than I do now. But nobody seemed particularly excited about that offer, so I was like, oh, I'll stop talking about it. But that offer still stands. I'm ready, R&B. I'm waiting for the 200 bomb. Here we go. Fingers, my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Mom's spaghetti. Your stream schedule is not this. My stream schedule right now is Friday and Saturday. Thank you for the hydrate. I really need to hydrate. LMFAO 200. Wait, you can't laugh at that, R&B. I literally watched you gift like 15,000 subs in Lovely Lowe's channel. You can't laugh like that's absurd. That's not that funny. Tell you what, if you solve the riddle, I'm gifting 10 subs in New Year. If I solve the riddle, I'm gifting 10 subs in New Year. Like, you're gonna give 10 subs next year for New Year's? Why is this a riddle also? Tom Marvolo riddle. I am Lord Voldemort. Tarak, thank you very much for the follow, Tarak. Okay, other things that we need to discuss today. This is the biggest thing that we need to discuss today. You know what? I might even this is very important. This is a very important conversation. Very important. If we're gonna gift subs, let's do it right now. Perfect. R&B, thank you so much. We only need 195 more. R&B, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. All right, R. It's not capitalized. R N B. R&B. There he is. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Do 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 do. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Ho ho. Red and white with sprinkles. Red and white with sprinkles. Sprinkles. Sprinkles? What do you mean sprinkles? You want me to put sprinkles on this? How am I gonna put sprinkles on this? What Looney Tunes world is that Sharpie from? I bought thick ones for something, my and I don't even remember what I bought them for. But I bought the thick ones for a project for something stream related, and I can't even remember. I don't remember. Ho ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. R&B wants sprinkles on his ornament. We're gonna put some garland. This is little garland things, little, like that. And then we're gonna go over here this way. Oh ho, the mistletoe. Anyone else? 5 gifted subs to be on my Christmas tree? I would really appreciate it. R&B, and then I'm gonna write, what am I gonna write on here? What am I gonna write on this ornament? I know what I'm gonna write. It says once a month check-in, and then I have arrows pointing to the ornament to demonstrate that this was the once in a month check-in right here. The mistletoe hung where you can see. I will say you've been pretty consistent. I think you have managed to do the once in a month check-in since we had that discussion, right? Let's see. There was November. Where was this? There was October, September, August. I mean, you've been consistent. You've done it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm so look at all those check-ins. Oh my gosh. Good times. Good times. Oh ho, the mistletoe hung where you can see. We should probably listen to some Christmas music, shouldn't we? Oh wait, I turned off the music because I wanted to talk about this. This is a very important topic. It's a very important topic. Is anyone else planning on gifting subs? Because if you're going to gift subs, do it right freaking now. Because if I start going off on this topic and I decide to record this and use this as a short and you interrupt it with mother heckin' subs, you're going to get a knuckle sandwich. All right? Understood? Good. Glad we're all on the same page. Boop. I'm going to hang it right there. Boop. Why isn't it going? Oh, because that's not a hole. Oh. Come on! Get in your home! Perfect. R&B! You're lucky I didn't start yet. You're lucky! You're so lucky! Do you want another one? Are you content with this one or do you want more? Thank you so much for another 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I want one more? Okay, bet. I'm gonna draw. Maybe I'll draw you something. What could I draw you? RNB. What could I draw for you? I don't know why. I'm picturing like a man with muscles. I'm picturing muscles. I'm picturing someone flexing. I think because every single time you come into my stream, you're like, all right, gotta go to the gym. I think that's some type of association that I have is I'm picturing you like jacked. So I'm gonna draw some muscles. Let's see. How am I gonna do that? We're gonna put a person and then he's gonna have a neck. Cause you gotta have a neck. And then gonna have, oh my, well, this well, that's, I mean, you know, I think you can understand what I'm going for. He looks a little bit more like, I'm not really I'm not really sure. Those are supposed to that's supposed to be flexing, but I kind of feel like it turned out more like, I don't know, like a ruler, but like a ruler with like bumps, or perhaps a bird. I'm not really sure, but a man on fire, perhaps. Something like that. You can tell what it's supposed to be. He's working out. And then, perhaps on this side, we'll make a plate. And then on the plate is a fajita. Although it looks a bit more like a taco than a fajita. That, I don't think you can really tell what that's supposed to be. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's festive. It's fun. We're gonna add some little decorations here. It's fine. It's festive. It's fun. Music notes and we're good. I already put music notes on your other one. Your other one was really good. Your big one that I made for you like originally, that one was iconic. It was so good. I was so happy with how it turned out. These ones are not as you know, you get the point though, right? You get the point. You get the point. You get the point. It's fine. It's going up on the tree. All right. Now, R&B, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subbies, poggers. Up to 10 subbies today. Let's go. Demure. That's right. It's demure. That's right. All right. Listen. Now, I did not prep myself. I did not prep for this. But this is very important, you guys. This is very important. Let me find let's see. Let's use what's like the most left-leaning news we could think of. Let's see. Do we have an article from CNN yet? No, not yet. Not yet. All right. Let's see. Who else is very left-leaning? CBS News. That could be good. Sure. Use this one. Okay. Okay. Well, I don't know where to put it. I want you guys to see it, but I don't want to make YR's life harder. Just in case I do decide to use this. I don't know where to put it. Is this not a good spot? YR, where would be the best spot? Where would be the best spot to put this, YR? Maybe I'll make it smaller. Definitely not that big. What if I just hang it off the screen a little bit? So you guys can still see it. You know? How's that? Am I still centered? Kind of? We're gonna hang it off the screen. I'll send him the link and he can have the full shot there. I guess as long as I'm in view, it's fine. All right, so let's talk about this. This is very important. If you guys have heard me talk about anything related to this, you have heard me go on about this one in particular. All right, so this happened today. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's Vaccine Advisory Panel voted Friday to change the recommendation for when children should get their first dose of the hepatitis B vaccine. Instead of a first dose within 24 hours of birth, as the CDC has advised for more than 30 years, the panel voted to recommend delaying it until a child is 2 months old for children born to mothers who test negative for the virus. The panel voted in an 8-2 decision to recommend individual decision-making in consultation with the healthcare provider to determine when or if to give the hepatitis B birth dose to a child whose mother tested negative for the virus. I have been saying this since I got pregnant and found out that I was going to be offered this vaccine at birth, at my child's birth. I have been saying that this is unbelievably unnecessary. Hepatitis B is a sexually transmitted disease. Why in the world would I need to vaccinate my baby who has not been out of my womb for even 24 hours against a sexually transmitted disease? What good reason, what possible reason could any rational person give me to argue that I should give that vaccine to my newborn? To my newborn. Because during birth, there's a chance of transmission only if the mother is positive. During pregnancy, they make you get tested for this. So I already knew that I was hepatitis B negative. So what good reason is there for me, a Hep B negative mom, to to vaccinate my baby against something that I cannot give them because I'm negative. What's a good reason? Give me a good reason to do that. Can you? Because many women can get infected since the test. Okay, sure. Let's say in a hypothetical world, a woman gets infected since she got the test, right? Okay, so then she can make that decision for herself and her baby. But I, a woman who knows that I'm negative, that my husband is not cheating on me, that I'm not cheating on my husband, that, like, obviously I remember the things that happened during my pregnancy. I didn't just randomly stumble upon a needle and end up with hepatitis. So there is zero reason for me to have to vaccinate my newborn against a sexually transmitted disease that I don't have, that my husband doesn't have, that I'm not exposing my baby to. It's absurd. It's always been absurd. And they're like, oh, for the past 30 years. Y'all, that's not a long time in the grand scheme of things. It's really not. What other states allow it? This was national. What do you mean what other states allow it? Okay, so here's the thing with that argument, right? So I also risk, when I have a baby in a hospital, I also risk that a nurse could potentially drop my baby and kill her. Maybe, and this actually happened, a nurse is attached to something and walks away and it pulls the baby off a table and the baby falls and dies, right? So I also run that risk when I have a baby in a hospital. Am I going to have the baby at home then because there's that risk? No, of course I'm not. I'm going to go to the hospital and just hope that that doesn't happen. So I also, right, I run the risk of my baby somehow contracting hepatitis B in the hospital, because that's the argument that they like to use, is that, oh, there could be some type of contamination and your baby could end up getting hepatitis B in the hospital, which, by the way, lawsuit, how does that happen? But I'm going to risk that my baby, that doesn't happen, and not inject my newborn with the hepatitis B vaccine. Hi, Kevin. Also, the most common mode of transmission globally is from mother to baby. But you get tested. You get tested. You get tested for hepatitis B. If you're hepatitis B positive, you should vaccinate. If you're hepatitis B negative, you should not vaccinate. Vaccinate. Why did I say vaccinate? If you're hepatitis B negative, you should not vaccinate. And I think that it's so disgusting to insinuate, well, your husband could cheat on you and you could not know. No, actually, no. And don't insinuate that he would. He's not. He's not cheating on me. He would never cheat on me. He has never cheated on me. He will never cheat on me. And I will never cheat on him. So for you to sit there and be like, well, do you know your husband well enough to know that he wouldn't cheat on you? And yeah, I do actually. That's why I married him. So no, this is absurd. This is absolutely absurd. It's absurd that hepatitis B was ever recommended at birth, and I am so glad that it is not anymore. It is a win for us mommies who know that this was nonsense. Are you also against mandatory genetic testing at birth? No, I did the genetic testing, and I said yes to the vitamin K. But this is stupid. This is stupid. This is stupid. This is dumb. This decision is the right decision. What was stupid was giving newborns a vaccine for sexually transmitted disease when the mother is negative, which has only happened in the past 30 years. Newsflash, all of you, me included, didn't get hepatitis B until we were either 2 months old or older. Let's all get baby heroin shots. Okay. All right, Mike. I don't know if we should go that far. But okay, so the bottom line here, let's make sure that we let's make sure we make YR's life easy, right? We don't want to make YR's life hard. So the CDC has gone away from recommending that the hepatitis B vaccine be given at birth, and it's a good thing because it was completely unnecessary and ridiculous. Just is. Love that you talk about real shit on your channel. It's not common. Yeah, I like to be a real one. I like to be a real one, so. What can I say? Also, hi, Martha. Hello. My coworker has a love is love, science is real sticker on their car, and they are so cringe. It's so funny how science is real until it's like, I don't know, real science. Love is love, science is real until I tell you that science says that there's a man and a woman, and then science no longer exists. Then science goes right out the window. No more science. Science only exists when I tell you to jab yourself with the COVID vaccine. After that, doesn't matter. Science, gone. No more science. Science means nothing. Not that science isn't real, but the rest is real. Trust me. Trust me, I know, okay? I know. I know better than you. Personalized medicine would be the best. The truth is that many other births occur under questionable home situations, and so the recommendation was given all. Generalizing that means that in some cases it's unnecessary. Yes. In most cases. But that's the thing. In most cases, it's unnecessary. And so why are women being pressured, coerced, shamed into getting something that is completely unnecessary for them? Why? No, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. It's unnecessary. And it's absurd to pressure women into doing something that is unnecessary for them and their baby. Because pharma makes money. Yes, exactly. That is literally the answer. That is the answer, is because someone is making money off of it, and that's why. That is the real answer. So I am just over the moon. I am over the moon at this. This is a fantastic start to what I really, really hope is like a complete overhaul of the CDC schedule, because it's horrendous. They also said they were done giving out the COVID vac earlier in the year, right? Who's done giving it out? I think some people just think the government knows everything and can solve every problem. They do those tests because it might have benefited most people. I literally just had a baby. My baby is 6 months old. When you are pregnant, you get tested for multiple things, hepatitis B being one of them. You will find out if you have hepatitis, and if you don't have hepatitis, there is no reason to give your baby a hepatitis B vaccine. None whatsoever. And only within the past 30 years did they recommend giving it to newborns. So this is a relatively new thing. I'm 28. Literally, this is in my lifetime. I know because I've looked at my little card. I did not get the hepatitis B vaccine at birth. And there's this argument. This is absolutely ridiculous argument. What about if your baby accidentally, you put your baby down and there's like a needle? Like, you think I'm putting my newborn baby down somewhere where there could potentially be a needle? Like, no offense, but are you stupid? My newborn baby is not leaving my body for months. You think I'm just gonna place her down and she's gonna, accidentally got popped by a needle? What? Did they used to make sure the married couple didn't have any diseases before issuing a license in some state? Did they used to make sure the married couple didn't have any diseases before issuing a license in some states? I don't know, did they? I don't know the answer to that question. I don't think you've ever had to be like, I don't think you ever had to do a test to get married. That is some weird excuse people who don't know the reason it's recommended give it to try to justify pushing it. But why, for me, right? For me, for me, a mother who knows that I am Hep-B negative, and a married woman who married their husband knowing my husband's never going to cheat on me, I'm never going to cheat on my husband. What is a good reason for a person to tell me you should vaccinate your baby against Hep-B at birth? I did decline it, and I very easily declined it. I said, no, we will not be doing that. The nurse said, can I ask you why? And I said, I think it's unnecessary. And she said, okay, just sign this paperwork. But the paperwork is like, you are putting your baby at risk of death. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, I'm not, you psychopaths. My baby is we're all at risk of death all the time. All the time. For goodness sake, a freaking UFO could come out of the sky and crush me right now. I'm at risk of death right now just by living. Inherently, that's what it means. But I'm not going to live my life based on the doctor telling me, oh, watch out, your baby could get an STD. Did you ever see what I sent you on Discord? I don't know. I'm not sure. What if you go to a grocery store and when you check out, they don't have those cough guards up? Boom, infected. I'm surprised places still have them. Tell that to her leftovers. My leftovers do not have a expiration date. They do not. They don't. That's a recommendation for you. It's like dropping your car at the dealership and not doing what they want. Yeah, but like you guys don't understand because you're not women who have given birth. So like I'm gonna let you into the world of what it's like, the world of Warcraft. I'm gonna let you into the world of what it's like to be a woman who has given birth and has been pressured by your midwife, your doctor, your nurse, your pediatrician, your this, your that, into doing all of these vaccines and making you feel like if you don't do the vaccines, you are a terrible mother putting your baby at risk. When in reality, I know that I am doing the opposite. I am saving my baby from something that is completely unnecessary. Why the frick would I overload my newborn baby's little immune system with a vaccine for something that they are not going to contract, that they did not contract from me, that they're not going to contract in a hospital, that they're not going to contract when I go home. When I'm in the hospital, no one's in my house putting a bunch of needles in my bed. Like, come on. Let's come on. Put your thinking caps on here and let's get a grip. Because of the huge litigation culture here, they have to put all those words to remove liability. Having to opt out increases the pressure. Yeah. We grow and learn. Baby's going to say you should have gave him that vaccine. No, she's not. She's going to say, Mom, thank you so much for not being a sheep. Thank you so much. Because that was stupid and I can't believe that they ever did that. Because now it's not going to be in the CDC recommended schedule. And you guys are saying like recommendation, but it's not a damn recommendation. This is the recommended CDC schedule. That's the schedule. That's the set schedule you follow. That's what you do, okay? That's what your pediatrician makes you do or insists that you do. Luckily, I am so happy that I live somewhere where the pediatricians are not like that. But if you go to freaking California and you say, I don't want to give my baby the Hep-B vaccine, they're calling CPS on you, okay? So if Catherine is a he when she grows up, the vaccine will be the last thing on Patty's mind. Oh. She's being fussy. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. She's not hungry, so stick it out. You'll figure it out. What people also fail to understand about a newborn child is they are protected for about 6 months after birth because of the mom's antibodies that the child has. So the kid's already safe. Like that's another thing is if you get vaccinated during your pregnancy, For example, like the Tdap vaccine. They want you to get vaccinated, the Tdap vaccine, every single pregnancy because it boosts the baby's immunity. However, doing that actually lowers the efficiency of the DTaP vaccine that they then get when they come out and at their 2-month appointment and their 4-month appointment, their 6-month appointment. So like all of it is just stupid. It's stupid and it's not. It's stupid. It's all stupid. And everyone's going to be like, oh, Patty, the vaccines go through rigorous testing. And no, they don't. They don't. They're tested for a maximum of like 15 days and then they're put on the schedule. All right? So don't come at me with, oh, they're tested, blah, 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 blah. No, they're not. And you can't tell me that all of these mothers who have the exact same story, that you cannot just gaslight them into being like, oh, it's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence that this happened. It's just a coincidence. No, it's not. Many times the theory of something medical doesn't make sense, but the results may be different and vice versa. The bottom line here, hepatitis B is an unnecessary vaccine for a newborn. And I'm very happy that they are taking it off the CDC schedule because it's absolutely absurd. It's absurd, it's unnecessary, and it should be hi, I am hepatitis B positive. I would like to vaccinate my baby against the hepatitis B. And that's it. That's it. It's stupid. It's so stupid. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we are taking steps forward in this. Thank you. Thank you very much to this administration for being iconic. Thank you. I got bullied into getting the COVID vax. So many people got bullied into getting the COVID vax. So many. I know so many people who got bullied into it or got pressured into it and felt like they had to do it or they would lose their job. Or how about the military? I've dealt with all kinds of shit in my own because I absolutely refuse to go to the hospital. I don't trust them. I don't trust anything more. I don't feel like they have my best interest in mind. I've also had I have a horror story about the healthcare system as well. I did living in Cali and I have heart problems. Super dope. Yeah. Yep. Martha. Oh my gosh, Martha, did you come from Dorothy's community? I feel like I knew that. But like I'm just now remembering that because of Mercy. Right? Were you from Dorothy? I wonder what is going on in Dorothy's life. I unfortunately had to unfollow her because she posted something that really pissed me off. I feel like there was another, okay, it was through Kit. I feel like there was someone else maybe then who used to come in here all the time from Dorothy. Also, I just saw Bouncy Beaver. Yes, the babies have been saved. It's crazy how they have drugs specifically designed to counteract the side effects of other drugs. Yeah, I suppose. It doesn't make sense that giving Hep-B vaccine at birth would be necessary, but after doing it, infections in kids have gone down dramatically. Because the mothers. It's because of the mothers. It's because of the mothers. It's because mothers who maybe turn down the testing. Maybe they don't get their blood test or whatever, or for whatever reason, they're getting it from the mother. That should be a case-to-case decision and should not be on the schedule. I should not, me, a woman who knows I'm negative, who's not cheating on my husband, who knows my husband isn't cheating on me because I am a wholesome individual who married a wholesome individual, I should not be pressured into giving my baby a vaccine at birth. I did, Mercy. I did when she posted, it was the 4th of July and she posted some stupid shit about not being free. And I'm like, you live in the most wonderful country on the freaking face of the planet. Please shut your face. And so I unfollowed her. I was like, I can't tolerate people who say stupid things like that. So that's when I unfollowed her. I was like, okay, piss off. Oh, I think it was about it was like Planned Parenthood. It was like I'm not free to make choices about my own body, and I'm like, oh, fuck off, just go away. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Using abortion as some type of the United States, I'm not free in this country because I can't abort my unborn babies. Piss off. You're just a blunty, ignorant kitty. Don't tell others what you are talking about. I am 28 years old who just had a baby who knows exactly what I'm talking about because I looked into all of this because I wanted to make the right decision for my child. The new generation needs to have a natural immune system for them to grow stronger and enjoy life. The new generation is cooked, low key. They're cooked. Everything, they're cooked. They're so cooked. Microplastics, rot brain from social media. I mean, they're cooked. These kids barely stand a chance. Kristen Krug was my dream woman. Aw, that's cute because your name's Superman. 6'7". Royce did that to me yesterday or earlier today. What did I say? I can't remember what I was saying. I think I said 6 or 7 something, and he goes 6'7". I'm like, oh my, shut up. Shut up. Well, apparently my baby's being fussy, and I need to go be mommy and take care of that. We wouldn't want Royce to feel the pressure of our fussy baby. I have not, Ghost Wolf. I also unfollowed Kit. So no, I don't know anything about Kit. No. Not only cooked because the environment sucks, but also cooked because they're growing up online. Yeah, they're cooked. They're cooked like hardcore cooked. They're so cooked. You gotta try really hard to keep these kids away from everything. You gotta use like glass so they stay away from the microplastics. You gotta not give them an iPhone. Keep them away from social media. Make them go play outside. You know, you just gotta. These kids are cooked. My baby's not gonna be an iPad baby. I'm a stay-at-home mom. You think I can't? Manage to play with my baby? Oh man, parenting with Twitch chat. Oh gosh, you guys, listen, you will all understand these things when you get to the point in your lives where you are a parent. Trust me. You have to be a parent to understand these things. When you are a parent, you'll understand. You'll say, you know what? I don't think I want to pump my baby full of those things when they've not even had a chance to suckle on my boob. I don't think I want to do that. Don't let your daughters use dude or bro, and don't let them wear those train wreck Nikes. That's funny. I got a bag of clothes from someone, hand-me-downs, and there were a bunch of Nike things in there, and I packed them all up to give to someone else because I will not put my daughter in Nike. I will not allow her to wear Nike. What happened with Nike? Let's see if I can find the I think it's this one. So Nike put out this commercial about like being a woman and, you know, being underestimated, and it's like they say we can't win, so we win. They say we can't play, so we play harder. They say we do and we, whatever. You can't put yourself first, so you put yourself first, right? Yeah, yep, yep, here it is. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm trying to find the, basically, Nike put that commercial out at the same time as running an ad with a person who is not a woman, a person who identifies as a woman. So using someone who is taking an opportunity away from a woman while simultaneously saying women can do everything and women are great and we love women. And I'm like, you are a liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. And I will not support a company who simultaneously says those things because you're a liar. Because you gave an opportunity to a woman, or who that should have gone to a woman, to a man, and you're trying to tell me that you support women. Clearly you don't. No, he's not. He's not a woman. He's a man who identifies as a woman. That is not the same thing as being a woman. I don't have to identify as a woman. I just am. I was just born a woman. It's not the same thing. So, can't support Nike. Bunch of jackasses. Well, homies, just am new Nike slogan. That's if I had a brand for women, that's what I would call it. Just am. I just am. I don't have to identify as anything. I just am. Why are making fun of me for my markers? Well, unfortunately, it's 7:44. And so, although I have enjoyed our time together, I will have to venture to the great beyond. Although, was there anything else? I feel like there was one other thing that I wanted to talk about really quick. This woke order wants to play make believe, or if they have surgical procedures, that clearly makes them that. Yeah, I just don't. I just don't believe in it, and I will not. I just refuse to pretend any longer. So it's just it's offensive. It's offensive to me. It's offensive to me as a woman when people pretend to be a woman. It was 6, but now it's almost 7. 6, 7. Trump's FIFA Peace Award. I really don't have any comments about that because I really don't know what even is the FIFA. What even is that? Do you like pull out like a year that you get to host the World Cup or something? What was that? I didn't even know what that was. The FIFA World Cup thing. He made up an award for himself, basically. Wait, he made up the award? Stop. FOMO victim. Another victim? Uh-oh. FIFA did, so indirectly. What, does Trump own FIFA or something? What does that even mean? Okay, but what is the FIFA? What is that? What is that even? Like, what is that? Is that what they were doing, pulling out like years that they get to host the World Cup, or like where the World Cup is hosted? Like, what were they pulling? Because I obviously don't know anything. I did see Trump make the comment about it really should be called football. What do you think about it? And I was like, oh, no, my man, calm down. You guys are not answering me quickly, and I have to go. Here's the thing, if a person does struggle with body dysphoria and they're trying to live how their life how they feel comfortable, then they're going to try to pass as they feel. If that's the case, I bet you people wouldn't bat an eye. But it's the politics behind it, people trying to force people into things they don't want to do. Yeah, I don't care whatsoever if, like, Joe Schmo walking down the street wants to, like, identify as a chick. Like, I don't care. Like, go do whatever you want. You're a grown person, and I don't care what you do in your personal time. What you can't do, though, is infringe on my rights. You're not going to come into my bathroom. You're not going to come into my locker room. You're not going to take my opportunities away from me. Like, sorry, you just don't get to do that. Like, your fantasy world does not trump the reality world. It was for the World Cup, draw the countries into their groups. Huh. I don't know what that means. Draw the countries into their groups? There's groups for the World Cup? I just keep thinking Quidditch World Cup. That's all I'm thinking in my mind right now. Here come the Bulgarians! It's Victor Crumb! Victor, I love you. Victor, I do. Thank you. Thank you. You're such a nerd. Maybe, perhaps. A group stage, top 2 in group progress to the... Alright, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm so lost. None of this makes any sense to me. Not a clue. Not a clue what you're talking about. Oh, I miss the red hair. I miss the red hair. I need to bring the red hair back. I want to identify as a push-up bra. I don't think you'd live a very good life. Catch the snitch ends the game. GG's. Alright, well, I gotta go, because apparently I gotta go. Also, this is not a push-up bra. This is a tank top that has pad, like, in them, so that when I leak, because I leak milk, because I'm a breastfeeding mother, you don't see it. Because if I didn't have pads there, you would see milk. Hey! Oh, how are you? I was literally just ending stream. Also, I'm a little bit upset because when I was cooking, I got something on this, and I thought I got it out with this stupid Tide to Go pen. I literally just bought this tank top, and now there's a little spot there, and I gotta work on getting that out. It's a real bummer. It's a real bummer. Because I just got these. And I really like them. They're comfortable. I don't have to worry about my milk coming through. They do normally work pretty well, but I think I need to put it on and then put this in the wash. Or put the Tide to Go on and then put this straight in the wash. I think that'll do it. That typically works for me. So. Alright, I gotta go. I keep saying I gotta go and then I'm still here. Alright, I gotta go. I will see you guys tomorrow for another stream. If anyone wants another ornament, if anyone wants an ornament to go on my Christmas tree, 5 subs. But if not, it's okay, I understand. Alright, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Have a great night. Bye, guys.